the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was requested by one of my subscribers. She wanted to know how I clean my grooming tools. So this is what this video is all about. As you guys know, I do a grooming routine with Stassi twice a day. Once in the morning and once in the evening. Her full grooming is done every morning where I wash her face, and then in the evenings I just do her comb out. And then I do kind of wash her face a little bit, but it's a much like quicker process. But I use a lot of tools in the grooming. So we use different scissors and combs and brushes, and all of those things do need to be cleaned. The most important two reasons that you need to clean your grooming supplies is, one, it will extend the life of your products, and this is not cheap. These products are not cheap, these combs and brushes, so we want to make sure that they last. And then the most important thing, in my opinion, is so that we are not transferring bacteria and yeast from other parts of the body back onto clean hair. So if you keep your tools clean as much as possible, hopefully this will cut down on some of that cross transfer of bacteria and yeast. So the first thing that I do, and I do this about once a month, is I have one of these containers. You can use any sort of container or bowl that you have, and I fill it up with hot water, as hot as my faucets will go, with antibacterial soap. You can use any antibacterial soap, but I use Dawn dishwashing liquid, and that is an antibacterial. It's the orange one. So that's the one I use, and I just suds it up really well with the hot water. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, and I do this, like I said, about once a month, is you're going to want to take any kind of loose hair off of your brushes and combs. So, and I do this like constantly when I'm grooming, but it always seems like, we still have a little hair in there. So you want to do that in between your grooming. This is the rat tail comb. And this is her little face comb. This is probably the most important comb to get cleaned, and that is because this is going up right by her eyes and her face. And with the tearing comes bacteria, and if that sits on the skin and stays wet, the tears, if it stays wet on the fur, then you have yeast. So this comb probably is just filled with bacteria and yeast all the time. So we want to make sure we keep this little bad boy cleaned and disinfected as often as possible. Now I will show you what I do on a probably about every 2 or 3 day basis. But right now, this part of the video is only going to be the monthly routine for the washing of the tools. Okay, and then I have her toothbrush. Make sure that doesn't have any hair. Her little band scissors. And the little cosmetic brush that I put her drying powder on. So we're just going to drop all of these into the water. Okay. And I'm going to let this soak for about 30 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and do the rest of the video. Okay, so this has been soaking for about 30 minutes, and I've come back to do the second part of my wash. Now what I have here is a wet washcloth with just water, and I also have a fluffy towel. So I'm going to start taking out the tools and then wiping them down with the wet washcloth. Try and get in between the bristles of the brush. And then I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to take one of my Barbicide disinfecting towelettes. Now this is what I use like every other day or every 2 to 3 days, and I wipe down all of the combs, mainly the combs. Sometimes I do the brush, but mainly her face comb and her big butter comb is the one that I use this on all the time, because I want to make sure that they stay disinfected. Now I got this big container of the Barbicide wipes from Amazon. They are disinfecting towelettes, and they kill bacteria, yeast, and viruses. So this is a really, really good thing to clean your tools with. So after I finish the wash, I will also run one of these little towelettes over it. And it smells very disinfecting. Like you can really, really smell it. And then I just set it on the towel. And then I go on to the next tool. Now this is her toothbrush. I am not going to use the towelette on her toothbrush because that goes in her mouth. We want to make sure that we rinse the soap off of the toothbrush. So what I also do for her toothbrush is I always keep this bottle of water at the grooming table, and this is what I use as my water source when I am brushing her teeth. So after I clean it with the soapy water, then I do a nice good rinse with just plain water, because this is going in her mouth. So we want to make sure, you know, it's disinfected, but then we also want to make sure that all of the soap is gone from the toothbrush. So then I put that on the towel to clean. The next thing is her little cosmetic brush that I use for her drying powder. So this one I swish around really good because I want to get all up in the little bristles. And it's kind of the same process that I do for my own makeup brushes. You want to keep your makeup brushes really clean, because if you don't keep this one clean and you're always applying the drying powder with it, it gets very, very clumpy. All right, so you see that's nice and clean now. Next thing we have in here is our little rat tail comb. Again, I'm taking the soap off, and then I'm going to come back with the disinfecting towelette. And you can see that basically this is what I do when I do this every other day or so with the little towelette. This is what I do. So simple, so quick, easy, you know, nothing too time consuming, that's for sure. Then her little scissors. And we don't do a towelette on that one. And then her comb. And then I am going to get another towelette for her combs, because those are the most important, because those really go up by her skin and get all up in her hair. So we'll get that nice. And it smells really good. You can tell that it smells like really, really clean after you do this. So, and then last but not least is our most important little face comb. And you know, you think that, you know, when you're taking the hair out every day or several times when you're doing the grooming like me, that you're getting it all clean, but all up in this ridge here gets pretty nasty looking if you don't clean it. And it is still kind of hard to get everything out, but at least we have it, you know, cleaned with the antibacterial soap, and then we go back over it with our disinfecting cloth, our Barbicide. And then I forgot this one over here. I don't use this guy very much anyway, so I'm just gonna Wash him very quickly. And then I use this occasionally. I don't use it very much. Okay, so that is it. So everything is pretty much dry. So I am going to go dump this out and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back with a nice clean container. Now the way that you can tell that this really does work and do its job is when you pour out your water in the sink, it's dirty. So even though, you know, you take the hair out of the combs and the brushes, you think that it's clean, but when you pour out that water and you see some dirty water, you know that this really does need to be done. Now this container I got from the Container Store. It is the same containers that I have back here with my ear cleaner and stuff on, or in rather. I just took one of those containers because I got tired of having to open the lids each time and take everything out. So I actually keep this one just right here at the corner of the desk with all of the tools that I use on a daily basis. So I'm going to put those back in. Now this one, for the mat, I don't really use that much. So this one goes over here in a little, kind of like a little, I don't know, kind of a decorative jar, I guess. I keep the brushes in, as well as her pin brush. So I put that one in there. And then all of the rest of the items that I use on a daily basis go back into this container. Now, using the same container to wash your brushes and combs rather than a bowl does work out excellent because it also cleans the container at the same time. So this gets pretty powdery, you know, over the month that we are not cleaning. And so once a month, it's definitely good to do this routine. That way we not only clean our grooming tools, but also the container that they stay in. So these are all of my like essentials that I use every single day. And then we put her toothpaste back in here. And I do have a couple of eye drops just for like dry eyes, sensitive eyes, because she does have very sensitive eyes, and some little ophthalmic ointment there. So that is it, guys. That's my routine for cleaning all of my grooming supplies. Once a month for this, and then every couple of days with the barbicide wipes in between. And it works out good. It keeps everything clean, and hopefully we're keeping down some bacteria and yeast, which is always the goal. All right, so if you have any suggestions for future videos, please leave it in the comment section below. I love reading all of your comments. If you have another way of doing things, I would love to hear that as well. I am by no means an expert on anything that I share with you guys on this channel. I just show you what I do, and hopefully, you know, if it helps you, my goal is met. So that makes me happy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys, have a great day. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was requested. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was requested. Oh shit, can I not say that word? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that was requested by one of my subscribers. She wanted to know how I clean my grooming tools. So this is what this video is all about. As you guys know, I do a grooming routine with Stassi twice a day. once in the morning and once in the evening. Her full grooming is done every morning, where I wash her face, and then in the evenings I just do her comb out. And then I do kind of wash her face a little bit, but it's a much like quicker process. But I use a lot of tools in the grooming. So we use different scissors and combs and brushes, and all of those things do need to be cleaned. The most important 2 reasons that you need to clean your grooming supplies is, 1, it will extend the life of your products. And this is not cheap. These products are not cheap, these combs and brushes. So we want to make sure that they last. And then the most important thing, in my opinion, is so that we are not transferring bacteria and yeast from other parts of the body back onto clean hair.